How to get real wizard powers. I can teach you how to get real wizard powers, but you're going to need to put your magic wand away. This is real wizardry, where we make your life more magical. You've clicked on this video because you want real wizardry powers, right? Well, it's easier than you might think. Whether you want to find true love, improve your luck, or even fly, I can help you get real wizard powers. Yes, really. So click the like button right now, subscribe and ding that bell, and let's get started because it's all coming up right after this. So the first real wizard power that you're going to learn today is how to find true love. If you've already found true love, like really real true love, you'll know just how rare that is, but you can skip to the next wizard power if you want. If you do want to learn this power though, you might want to get a notepad and pen. If you want to get true love, you're going to need to gain some attention, and there are good and bad ways to do that. There are magical and mundane ways to do it too. So sending this emoji, that's a bad way to get attention, whereas sending chocolates are usually appreciated. But if you want to use magic, that's cool, we can do that. Let's start by casting a circle. You can do this with a line of salt, but don't do this on soil or grass, by the way, because it kills everything it touches. I did another video about this, by the way, so check that out just up there. And next you'll need to understand how to cast a spell. Now there's hundreds of thousands of different ways to do that, from candle magic, and that's what the link up there is, by the way. There's also loads of videos on this channel, so check out those links, and I'm going to put those up there just as soon as one of them fades. The other one will pop in, so check those out. Basically, this is all about putting your will out into the universe. And I've said in other videos that magic comes from the unconscious mind, and that's true. Your power comes from you, yourself, your whole self. You may have heard of something called self-sabotage, and sadly that's a very, very powerful method to get in your own way and pose some real obstacles to you achieving what you actually want to achieve. So imagine what could be possible if you got out of your own way and then used all of the power within you to help pull in only one direction. Sounds good, doesn't it? Of course, you can do this in a number of different ways, but it all depends on your outlook. For me, it's all about physics and psychology. You see, perception is all we have. There's no such thing as reality, at least not in that way. I know this is getting all a bit philosophical, but don't leave just yet. I've got a point to make. It's an important one. Reality is like magic, and it can be controlled or crafted in the same way. Reality is constructed in the mind using some pretty basic inputs. What you see, smell, touch, taste and feel are the only elements you need to construct your reality. If I had full control over your inputs, I could change your reality to anything I wanted, literally anything I wanted. If I wanted you to think that there was a dinosaur driving your pet Pokemon to school in the Millennium Falcon and that spaceship was painted pink, I literally could. I just change your inputs, what you see, what you hear. It's like the basic idea of the movie The Matrix, but it applies to all of reality. And it wouldn't even matter what external reality was like, because you wouldn't be able to perceive it anyway. And this is what we do in magic. If you don't understand how powerful that last section is, by the way, bear with me. You see, the world is more than we see. Wow, I really do feel like Morpheus right now. They're not reflective enough, are they? Reality is everything. It's not just our own limited perceptions. There's phenomenal wealth out there, and if you doubt that, just check out this bald guy with his penis rocket. Reality holds everything we could ever want, but we need to perceive it. There's perfect love and great health and abundance and luck, and literally anything possible in the universe should also be possible for you, if only you can start to perceive it. This is what the law of attraction is trying to tell you. This is what the field of psychology called NLP is trying to tell you, and it's what I'm trying to tell you in a slightly roundabout way. This is what religion, hypnosis, witchcraft, meditation, they're all trying to do it, and they're trying to call it different things. You're watching this video because you want real power, real wizardry. So here's the secret, the real secret. As soon as you start to get out of your own way and start to realise that you already have what you need, and you believe that you have it, and stop caring about how you get it, because you already have it, you'll change your reality. So how do we do that using magic? Well, let's look at all the other things that offer the same thing, and you'll start to realise what magic really is. Hypnosis, religion, NLP, meditation, yoga, mindfulness and magic all work on the same simple premise. Sometimes it's hidden behind other things, sometimes it's named other things, but it's all about expanding our unconscious mind. Sometimes that's labelled differently. It might be called spirituality or morality or godliness, but it's just that part of yourself that you can't reason with. And I'm careful not to say that that's that part of yourself that you cannot control, because you can control it, and that's what magic is. It's about using symbols and rituals to speak the language of your unconscious mind. So let's try a little something right now. It might freak you out a little bit, but it's not dangerous. So are you brave enough to try it? Let's just do a thinking game. I'm going to try to control what you think just by saying something in a certain way so that I can control your unconscious mind. Let's see how it works. Until I said this sentence, you were not thinking of your left butt cheek, but now you are, aren't you? I know you are. And you know why? Because definition equals creation. I mentioned it. So to understand what I'm trying to say, you need to put some focus onto it, and that's what we do with magic. Now, you can do this with negative thoughts too, and unfortunately this is where the law of attraction gets it right. They tell you that if you focus on bad things, that's what you'll get more of, because the universe goes, they're focusing on bad stuff, so obviously they want more of that. No problem, here we go. So I can make you think of something just by telling you not to focus on, let's say, a black cat. Don't imagine that black cat circling around and chasing its tail in front of you, and perhaps you want to reach out and touch that black cat, but you can't because it isn't there. To not do something, you need to create that black cat to understand what not to do, so you're creating something before you can destroy it. And because that black cat doesn't even exist, and I told you not to imagine it, it's then impossible. You have to imagine it, even though you don't want it. And that's where the law of attraction gets it right, because if you say, I don't want whatever anymore, you'll just get more of whatever. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And yet you put so much effort into thinking about that black cat that I told you not to think about, you forgot about your left butt cheek, didn't you? I know you did, until now. But now I mentioned your left butt cheek, you remember it, and you focused on it again, didn't you? I know you did. Isn't that weird? Magic is the same thing as that butt cheek thought experiment. If you want to get real magic powers, you need to focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. You need to focus on it as if you already have it. And if you're focused enough on what I'm saying right now, you'll probably have forgotten the negativity in the same way as you just forgot the black cat. I know you did forget that black cat, but now you remember that black cat because I've mentioned it again. I'm right, aren't I? Okay, so enough freaking you out with my wizarding mind powers. So I'm going to stop, I promise. But the point is that thinking of what you want and what you don't want is effectively the same thing. And what you don't want is easy to control to not think about if you know what you're doing. But if you aren't careful, thinking of negative things is all too easy to make them real. Magic, real magic, is a beautiful and powerful tool to embed meaning using symbols into your whole self. So to stop thinking of something negative, the best way is to overload your brain by thinking about something positive that then just pushes that negativity away. Your unconscious mind doesn't deal with words. It's that reptilian brain, your basic, primitive and system 1 brain. You see, you have two systems within you, within your mind, within your brain, system 1 and system 2. If you're reacting or getting emotional, angry and perhaps running from something or fighting something, that's system 1. If you're problem solving, thinking deeply or rationalising something, even watching this video, that's system 2. Magic works by using system 2 to control system 1 and align both systems so that you're not fighting against yourself. Since system 1 doesn't understand language as such, you need to feed it symbols so it can react in the right way. Imagine it a little bit like there are two people inside of you. Now obviously there aren't, and I don't want any multiple personality disorders here, but it's like having two halves that need to talk to one another, but they just don't have the words. You might want to draw pictures like candles, burn herbs, use crystals. Hold on, That sounds a lot like magic to me. Magic comes from within. I don't believe that gods exist. Now, if you do, great. But gods, to me, are merely symbols. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter whether you believe that they exist or not, consciously. Because your unconscious mind might well believe that they do, and they cannot be reasoned with. Your unconscious mind doesn't care whether they exist or not. Your unconscious mind is that part of you that controls your heart rate, your breathing, your blinking, and all of those other things like hair and nail growth, immune system, and everything that you don't have direct control over. Using spells and magic to control your unconscious mind and get it on board with accepting that you have at your disposal everything that you need to get access to the things that you want is really powerful. Money is there already. Love is there already. Huge amounts of success, happiness, excitement, travel, joy, friendship. It's all there already. But you need to become aware of it and to accept that if it's not in your life already, or at least you can't perceive it, it's because you're doing something wrong. Is that a harsh reality? Maybe, but you won't get something different unless you do something different. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Magic is awesome. And it'll be an invaluable aid in your mission for wealth, health, happiness, love, luck, whatever. Any other specific goal that you choose to have. If you want to get started and you still have questions, put it down in the comments and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Also, click the bell button so you don't miss out on anything. If you like this video, please click that like button too. It tells YouTube that it was a good video and more people should see it. A massive shout out to these amazing people. They're my patrons and members, and they help me out every single month. Without their help, I'm probably fairly sure that I would have quit a long time ago. If you want to be one of these amazing people, head on down to the links in the description. While you're there, you can check out my website, you can buy me a drink on PayPal, or visit Real World Magic Shop on Etsy, where I sell potions, posters, t-shirts, all kinds of magical stuff. I'll be back next time with some more magical awesomeness, but until next time, as always,
stay magical.